Good morning, Saturday Academy.
Good morning, Miss
Good
Canella.
morning, Miss Canella.
Good morning. I need all cameras on, please. I see 3 off. This is your first morning and last morning. Please turn them on. Make sure you have a cell phone or a calculator with you. My cell phone has my calculator. I have a notebook and I have a writing utensil, a pen, pencil, whatever you got. So everyone holds up what they got today to be successful in my class. Let me see that everyone's ready, prepared. Everyone put it up. I need to see everyone's got writing utensils. Oh, someone's got dividers, even better. I like that, Joelle, that's cool. Everyone, Justin and Emma, I don't see if you guys have anything to write with. Shay, where's your writing stuff? Where's your materials? Nahaidalin, Joelle, Leanna, you want to get them? Juliana, where's your writing materials, young lady? And your supplies. Adam, hold up what you got today, what you're writing with. Adam, Najee, do you have your materials like me? Like everyone, look. Christian, where's your materials? I need to see it.
I didn't get it yet.
Well, yeah, I got you, Shay. You're good. All right, so we're going to actually get started. It's 8:56. I'm going to start a few minutes early just because I want to respect your time because 17 of you showed up on time to my Saturday Academy. So today we're going to be reviewing for the interim assessment. So thank you for showing up. It means a lot of things. It means that you care, you want to do well, and you want to get your grade up. And if you're not there at the 65, this is going to help you get there. And if you take great notes, you should be able to pass the interim assessment on Thursday. Because like I said, it's very similar to what we're going to do. With that said, just to recap, you should have had 150 minutes of iReady. If you do not complete your 150 minutes of iReady, I'm giving you until 3 p.m. today to do it. Are we clear on that? You have until 3 p.m. today to finish your iReady if you did not do it. But going forward, it's strictly going to be due on Fridays at 3:30 like we discussed. We said 3, but we're going to extend it to 3:30 now. That way you have that extra hour, 10-minute break in between. Any questions about that? Okay, so today we're going to review. You'll have class Monday for math. We'll review again. But then we will not see you on Tuesday because you'll be taking your ELA interim assessment. And then Wednesday is your special day. And then Thursday is your math interim assessment in your homeroom class. Okay? So you have today and you have Monday. That's it. And we have office hours on Monday, and I highly encourage you to attend. If you attend today, tomorrow's class, and office hours on Monday, and you take spectacular notes, I can guarantee you, you will get 12, 13, 14, 15, or 100 on your interim assessment. Are we good? All right. So in my chat box, I would like this person to be my typist. I would like for Branson. Where are you at, Branson? Branson? Guys, I need last names on here, okay? I know you, it's you, Emmanuel, but I need you to have Revere. I'm going to write it in for you for today. And I saw somebody else. Leah, where did Leanna go? I just saw it. Okay. First off, before we proceed, I need you to type your first and last name in the chat for attendance purposes. I need your first and last name in the chat. Do not just type Joelle. Tell me who you are if you want credit for my Saturday class. So only like 6 people type their first and last name. Okay, now we're going. Okay. Got it. And I'm sorry some people are feeling tired today. All right, first and last name. Okay. All right. So, Leanna Sanchez, I think I just saw you. Where are you? Leanna, where are you?
Oh, I'm here.
Hey, can you be my typist? Can you type in the chat for me and be the reminder who's going to do what problem today? Can I?
Okay.
Can I have you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Sanchez. Someone else just entered. Yankel just entered. Who else just entered? Oh, G Valley. Let me write her name down. All right. Oh, Kayla's coming in. All right. So, Leanna, this is what's going to happen. For the learning target page, I am going to have you write, Heaven is going to read the learning target page. Okay, Heaven's got the learning target. Problem 1 is going to be, Angie, I think you can start us off strong. What do you think, Angie? Yeah? Yeah, Angie's going to do number 1. Number 2 is going to be Joseph. Number 3 is going to be Joelle. Number 4 is going to be Leah. Number 5 is going to be Justin Hudson and Joelle. I forgot what I said.
3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. That's right. So, Justin, you're just by yourself. What number are we at now, Angie? 7? Or Leanna?
6.
6? Okay. So, 6 will be Justin. Okay. 7 is going to be Emmanuel. And I'm going to have Emma, Emmanuel and Emma. And then last but not least, I'm going to have the Nias, the 2 Nias, Nia Miller and Nia Myers. They're going to tackle the last problem. Okay? Are we good? Hey, Tori. My assistants are going to be Tori, my backup. My other assistant is going to be Adam. And my next assistant is going to be Nahaidalin. And my last assistant is going to be Isaiah Santos. Or Isaiah. I'll just say Isaiah. If you're just coming in, you need to type your first and last name in the chat to get credit. And we're going to proceed now. So, Leanna, can you remind us who's doing what now? Who's got the learning target page?
Learning target is Heaven, and then question 1 is Angie.
Okay, so Heaven and Angie. All right, so remember, all you're responsible for writing for is your name, date, and obviously the learning target. Let's hopefully this opens up. If someone wants to be kind enough to throw the learning target in the chat, I would appreciate you if you do that. I'll give you extra kickboard points because I write everything down in my notebook. And then at the end of class, I go and give you what you earned. Okay, let's see what's going on. Cameras need to be on though. No one should have no camera off right now. Even if you're in a car or wherever you're at, cameras need to be on. Write down the learning target. Okay, Heaven. Heaven, this is for you, kiddo.
Okay.
Loud and proud. What do you got today? Let me hear.
I can successfully review for my second math intern assessment. That is on Thursday, January 28th, 2021, and be prepared.
Okay. So, Heaven, what are we reviewing today? For what test?
Our second math intern assessment.
Awesome. We're reviewing for the second interim assessment. Okay, can you continue and read my lesson notes, the little blurb that I got there, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Today we will review for our second math intern assessment. That's on Thursday, January 28th, 2021. By completing practice questions and asking questions when you need to be
Proficient.
80% and up.
Okay, so when we talk about the word proficient, right, there's going to be 16 questions and there's going to be 16 points. You need to earn 13 to get an 80 and up. If you earn 13 out of 16, I believe it's like an 81%. And if you earn 12 out of 16, you earned a 71%, I'm pretty sure it is, something along those lines. Don't quote me on it. All right, so problem number 1. Who's got this problem, Leanna Sanchez?
Angie.
Angie. Hello, Angie. Can you read this?
Question 1. What is the value of the expression below? Use PEMDAS.
Okay, so let's review. What does P stand for in PEMDAS?
Parentheses.
The E?
Exponents.
The M?
Multiplication.
And, oops, I think I spelled it wrong. Yes, I did. Okay, what comes next?
Division.
Good, then what?
Addition, and then subtraction.
Okay, now, the key thing you guys got to remember is that when you were doing PEMDAS, and then Angie's going to take it away because I just want to restate something. I want to state a few points. When you were doing PEMDAS, we're going to go in order from left to right, but we're going to pay attention to this little algorithm here. Okay, but here's the thing that we always forget is that addition and subtraction go together just like multiplication and division. You're going to read it from left to right. So Angie, what will we tackle first in this problem, in this expression? We have 7, we have a bracket, we have 3 parentheses, we have 8 squared. I'm going to put the square in a second, plus 1 parentheses. Oh, who's trying to come in? Someone's trying to come in. Parentheses. And then we have a bracket. Oops. Bracket. Why is it not working? Bracket. Oh, they're going to have to just wait a second. Bracket minus 4 to the third. So I'm going to take my pencil and on the Zoom, and I am going to write 8 to the second. Why is it doing that? I put the pencil. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay. So we're going to go here. We're going to put a 2 here, 8 squared, and this is 4 to the third power. So Stephen and commas. Okay. What do we do now? What do we do first?
We have to do the parentheses.
Okay. And what would that be first? What would my parentheses be?
So that would be 8 times 8, because there's the exponent.
Awesome. So we have 7, bracket, 3, parentheses, 8 squared, she said, is 8 times 8. Right, Angie?
Yeah.
8 times 8 plus 1. Close the parentheses. Bracket minus 4 to the third power.
Can I see the learning target?
Okay. Are we good?
The learning target's in the chat, Daniela. You can look in the chat.
Thank you. All right, so let's continue on. We're going to drop down the 7, bracket, Angie, 3. So we're doing the parentheses. What is 8 times 8 plus 1, young lady?
65.
64 plus 1 is 65. And bracket. Now we got to do the last set of parentheses, which is 4 to the third power. What is 4 to the third power equal to?
4 times 4 times 4.
4 times 4 times 4. Perfect. Let me go write that in there. So this is minus 4 times 4 times 4. Are we cool with that so far? Does anyone have any discrepancies about that? Okay, so now, according to PEMDAS, we did PEMDAS and we did our exponents. But now we got to do what now, Angie? What would the next step be?
Multiply.
Okay, what are we going to be multiplying?
We're going to be multiplying 4 times 4 times 4.
Okay, why?
Because those are the exponents that we have to multiply.
Okay, so let's just rewrite this. Let's see what we got here. I want to take care of what's in the parentheses. So I want to multiply. What is 3 times 65? 3 times 65, guys. Type it in the chat.
Is 195.
Okay, 195, yeah? Okay, 190. Oops, what's going on here? Why isn't it letting me write? 195 bracket. Minus now, Angie. You said that we have to do something before. You said you have to multiply this, right? What does that equal? 4 times 4 times 4, guys. Type it in the chat.
Is 64.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to write 64 now. So now we did parentheses, so I'm going to put a check mark of what we got. I'm going to use black so it stands out. We did parentheses, we did exponents. Multiplication and division go together, right? There's no division, so we don't have that. We don't have addition. We already did addition because it took control in parentheses. Now we got to do the multiplication and then subtract, right? Right, Angie?
Yeah.
So help us out. What's 7 times 195? So 7 times 195 equals what, guys?
1,365.
Okay, so now we're going to take 1,365 and we're going to subtract it from 64 to arrive at what?
1,301.
What is it?
1,301.
1,000. I'm sorry, say it one more time. I broke up on my end.
1,301.
Does everyone see how Angie arrived at this answer using PEMDAS? Remember, this is the same as GEMDAS. We do grouping symbols. Adam, I hope you're writing this down. You got this all down? Thumbs up if this is copied. Okay, I'm looking real quick. The next step before I move on is I have 3 cameras off. They either be turned on or I'm going to place you in the weight room. That's the next step because it's still a school policy. Better yet, I'm going to give Mr. Adelphus hosting privileges as well. So if anyone does not want to turn the camera on, one of us will stick you in the weight room. Before we proceed any farther, if you understand in the chat, give me a word yes. If you understand what we did, chat poll time. Type yes in the chat if you understand this question. If you understand this question, type yes in the chat. It's Zoom poll time. A lot of background noise. I don't know who that is. I don't have enough. Okay. Gonna move on now to the next problem, Ms. Canella. I'm going, so I might. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Natalie. Are we good on that? All right, let's move on to this problem. Leanna, who's got problem 2?
Joseph.
Joseph, please read problem 2.
It says, question 2. Which expression represents the phrase below? 3 fewer than a number P. Okay, so we know that the variable here. Okay, so fewer than means less, and less means subtraction or division.
Wait a minute, time out. Less means subtraction and division, or it only means subtraction?
It can mean either operation.
Fewer than
They both
usually,
mean making the number smaller.
right, so if it makes the number smaller and you have fewer than, which is the same as minus, it's what operation, sir?
Subtraction.
Okay, perfect. So we have to know that the word fewer is subtraction. Okay, it wouldn't, I understand where you're coming because when you add, when you subtract or divide, the number gets smaller, yes. But according to this question, because it says fewer, it's automatically subtract. With that said, what 2 answer choices can you knock off right away?
B and C.
Okay, let's cross off B and C. Hold on, I just had to admit some other people in. B and C. So B and C? Yes, because it has division. So now you're left with, is A saying 3 fewer than P, or does D say 3 is fewer than P?
Well, since the problem says 3 fewer than a number P, I mean, it's like P minus 3. This is fewer than, which means that the numbers are in reverse. Like the P goes first and then the number 3.
What do you
So
guys
I recommend that you would do the
What do
answer.
you guys think? Do you agree with Joseph? Somebody come off. Do we think it's P minus 3, like Joseph said? Or
I disagree.
who said I disagree?
Me.
Who's me?
Nia.
Nia, talk to me. Why do you disagree? What's your reasoning?
Because if it says 3 fewer than a number P, shouldn't it be 3 minus P, not P minus 3, because it didn't say P is fewer than 3.
Good reading skills. You are correct. It is A. Excellent job, Nia. But good try, Joseph. It's a trick one. In order for it to be P minus 3, it would have to say that P is less than 3. Okay? Which would be P minus 3. It's a trick one there. All right, let's look at question 3. Who's got this one, Leanna?
Joel.
Joelle, can you please read me problem 3? We're going to write the expression and solve it.
Okay. Mr. Jackson orders lunch to be delivered to his workplace for himself and some coworkers. The cost of each lunch is $6.25. There's also a one-time delivery fee of $3.50 to deliver the lunches. Run an expression Mr. Jackson could use. Wait, that come. Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson could use to find the cost of any lunches.
All right, so let's look at this, Joelle. How much is each lunch?
$6.75.
We know how many lunches we're buying? Does it say it in the problem?
No.
So what do we do with the 625 and the variable of n to represent the cost of the lunches? What do we do? What operation?
Multiplication.
Okay. So guys, if you know this expression, type it in the chat as Joelle works us through it. Joelle, now that we took care of each lunch is $6.25, we got the variable n attached because you say you got to multiply, right? Because we're not going to sit there and we're not going to add 625 1,000 times if we order 1,000 lunches, are we? We'll be there all day, right? Now, when it says a one-time delivery fee, when you have something delivered to your home, right? Now, some of you in 603 won the Domino's gift card. So when you order online, they charge you a delivery fee. Is that money that they charge you when you pick out your personal pizza going to be added to the cost or subtracted?
Added.
Added. So we're going to add how much? How much is the delivery fee?
$3.50 plus.
There we go. So this expression, what this means, right? It's saying that the 625 is the cost of each lunch. You might want to write this down so you have it. We're saying that n represents, it says, to find the cost of n lunches. N represents the number of lunches, right? And then we say that the 350, hold on, that the 350 represents the delivery fee. The delivery, I'm going to actually see if I can move this up here. Represents the delivery fee. That's what that expression is. Does that make sense to everybody so far? All right, Joelle, so now we're going to use the expression that you just came up with. You said the expression is $6.25 n plus $3.50 is my expression, yeah? Now, it says, find out how much 5 lunches is. So what number goes in place of n?
5.
Okay, so step 1, we're going to do what? What do we write?
Replace the.
Yep, we're going to write the expression. Write the expression. Number 2, now that we have the expression, what do we do with the n and the 5?
You substitute it.
Good. Okay, so step 2 is going to say substitution. What number are we substituting?
5.
5 for what variable?
N.
Good. So step number 2, we're going to substitute 5 for n. And then we're going to do the math and solve, right? So let's start here. Let's do the substitution. So this is step 1, right? This is step 1. This is going to be step 2 here. So everyone can see what we're doing. So we're going to substitute now. We're going to write 6.25. What operation is 6.25n?
Multiplication.
We're going to substitute 5 in because that was what n was, right? It says substitute 5 for n. And then we're going to add, what's the delivery fee?
$3.50.
Okay. Does everyone follow what he just did there? What's the last step now? What do we have to do? Do the what?
Multiply.
Do the math. Solve, right? So let's multiply. This is going to be step 3, which I'm going to use blue to show you it. So here's step 3. We're going to multiply 6.25 times 5. Somebody tell me what that product is. 6.25 times 5 is how much? Somebody? Joelle? Thank you.
It's at 3,125.
Thanks, Leah, for letting me know. Okay, so 3125. So I'm gonna write something here.
Yes. You gotta add it.
So I know, but I just want to write something. 3125 is the cost of 5 lunches. Now that I know that the cost of 5 lunches is 3125, what do I have to add to that? Plus the what? What's the delivery fee? $3.50. So what is $31.25 plus $3.50? Type in the chat. 31.25.
$34.70.
Who said that? I want to give you credit.
35, sorry.
Is that Leanna?
Yes.
So the total cost is $34.75. Right? Does everyone see that? Does anyone have any questions on what we did? Huh? Questions?
No.
Okay. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that took a little longer than expected, but okay. I'm going to move on. Are we good? Everyone got it? And Kevin, you came in. When did you come in, Kevin? Just see you in now. Okay. Problem 3, Leanna. Who's got this? Because I have to speed this up.
I don't remember.
Can somebody help her out? Who's got problem 3? Leanna, why don't you do it? Because I know you have to leave soon.
All right. It says write an expression is equal to 12 in parentheses 7m plus 3t.
Okay, so we're using the
Use
box
box
method.
method.
Good. What goes
So
here?
we're gonna write 12 on the side,
Yeah.
and then on the top of the box you write 7m,
Keep going.
and then on the next box you write 3t.
Oh, what goes in between? What sign?
A plus sign.
Okay, help me out. What operation do we now do?
A multiplication. So 7m times 12 is 84m.
Nice, Leanna. Plus what?
Plus 3t times 12 equals 36t.
So what is the final expression?
The final expression is 84m plus 36t.
Can we combine these terms?
You put 3t.
Oh, thank you. Can we combine these terms?
Yes.
We can?
Wait.
Look at the
No.
variable. No. Why can we not
No.
combine them? They're what kind of terms? Like or unlike?
They're unlike because they don't have the same variables.
Thank you. They're unlike terms, different variables. Does everyone see that? Because the next question is the same concept, but there's one more layer on it. Again, this is all review, so I highly suggest you go back and watch these videos if you don't understand something. That's all I'm going to tell you. And come to office hours on Monday. Let's look at the next problem. All right, Stephen Kamas, I need you to do this problem because I'm not sure who's in the chat at this point. So Stephen, can you read number 4? I'm just going to randomly call you now. Mr. Kamas?
Which expression is equivalent to 4x plus 5
Which expression is equivalent to 4x plus 5 plus 2x plus 10? I don't know if your internet's lagging. Mariama, can you help him pick up? What do we do here, Mariama? What would step 1 be? Combine the what, guys? What kind of terms?
Like terms.
What does that mean?
You gotta.
So what are the like terms in the green question? 4x plus 5.
4x plus 2. 4x plus 2x.
Okay, so I want everyone to see 4x plus 2x. Those are considered, look, like terms, yeah? Everyone follow me? So you're going to add 4x plus 2x is how many x's, Joelle, since you decided to pick up?
6x.
Okay, now that I did that, what would step 2 be? What is left to take care of?
5 plus 10.
Yeah, so we're gonna now step number 2, combine the numbers. So we have 5 plus 10, which is how much?
15.
Okay, we're almost there. I just want to show you something with the little boxing. Look, 5x and 5 plus 10, right? 5 plus 10 is how much?
15.
Okay, now if you write this expression, what is it? This is really easy. This is an easy question to get correct. Step number 3, right? Write the equivalent, which means equal.
X plus 15. Dx
Uh-huh. Good.
D.
So the equivalent expression would now be 6x plus 15, which is what answer choice?
C.
Answer choice, you said C, right, Joelle?
Yeah.
Good. Now, when you guys take your interim next week, you must show your work on paper and you have to submit your work to get credit. And if you rush, you will be asked to take the test again. So if you do not turn in your work in, you do not get credit. So we would pick answer choice C, as in cat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm breaking it down step by step so that there's no problem. Okay?
Okay.
So you have 5 more seconds and I got to proceed on to the next part. And I shouldn't be receiving any emails during this class. You should be focusing on the work. Just a reminder. All right, let's move on. Problem 5. We did something like this in class yesterday. So let's have Isaiah. Can you please read this problem? It says Juan and Shaylin. Isaiah?
Juan and Shaylin made cookies for a bake sale. Juan made 12 cookies. Shaylin made more cookies than Juan. Write the expression represents the total number of cookies Juan and Shaylin made.
Okay, so let's think about this. Juan, how do we put Juan? I'm going to try to keep it the same colors I had here. So Juan would be what?
Juan would be
We'll change my palette. Let's go to, okay. Juan would be, it's in pink. So Juan is what? 12 cookies. How do I write 12? Yeah, 1, 2. He's like, so easy, right? All right, how do we write Shaylin's? Read Shaylin's description.
Shaylin makes more cookies than Juan.
Mm-hmm. More than.
Oh, more than.
So how do I write that in algebra?
So
Write it. 12 what?
C, yeah.
We know that more than means addition, but we went over this yesterday in class. So now what would your final expression look like? Well, let's look at it. Does D make any sense? We just say, does D make sense? 12C? Is that what that says? No. Does C make sense? No. Is it A or B? Look at what we wrote in the colors.
It's B.
Do we all see that? Do we see that? B as in boy? Questions?
Yes,
comments,
Miss Canelo.
concerns? Okay, pretty simple, right? Okay, let's move on to this one. This one's about silver coins. So Stephen Melendez, I would like to hear from you on problem 6. Can you please read this? Kayla? It says Kayla.
Kayla has a silver coin collection. She keeps 14 of those coins in a box, which is only 10% of her entire collection of silver coins, which is the total number of coins in Kayla's silver coin collection.
So, Stephen, when you see the word total, is that the whole or the part? What's another word for that?
Sum?
I wrote it for you. Another word for total is what?
Whole.
Whole. So do we know the whole number? Do we know the total number of coins?
No.
So we're going to call it what? Question mark. Do we know the percent?
Yes, 10.
Do we know the part? It says she keeps. If she keeps it, that's only part of her collection. That's what she has. So the part is what number?
14.
Okay, and we're going to use the part to whole relationship, right? Right? Part over whole. You guys remember this? Yes? Somebody talk to me because I'm getting nervous. Do we remember this?
Yeah, I do.
Am I the only one that remembers?
Canela.
Okay, thank you. I got 3 people. That makes me feel a little bit better, but I'm still not convinced. All right, you guys got me a little nervous there because I remember we taught this pretty well to you. It was a while ago. Okay, Steven, help me fill these numbers in. What goes on the part to whole side? What's my numerator? What's the part? And what's the whole, sir?
The part is 14.
And the whole?
Is 10?
The whole.
No, question mark.
What's the percent?
10.
Out of what number always is a percent?
Out of 100.
Beautiful. Again, these numbers came from the word problem. Part, you keep, that means you have. We don't know the whole, and we know the percent was 10. Now, how do you solve this? What method are you going to use? I'll help you out by drawing this.
For butterfly method.
Yep. And how many steps are there in the butterfly method?
2.
Okay, what are they? What's step 1? Do you multiply or divide? What do you do first?
Multiply.
Okay, what are you going to multiply?
14 and 100.
What's 14 times 100? Really easy. What's 14 times 1?
140.
Huh?
140.
14 times 10 is 140. Add another 0.
1,400.
You guys agree with him? Somebody tell me.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now that you multiplied, what do you have to do? What's the second step, Stephen Melendez?
Divide.
Divide what? 1,400 by what number?
By 10.
To find what? What are we looking for?
Find what's the whole?
Which is what?
140.
Now, how do I check this work? How do I check that 140 is correct? I have to cross multiply, yeah? So if I cross multiply 140 times 10, how much is that?
140.
140 times 10 is 140?
No.
What is it?
1,400.
And what's 100 times 14 if I cross multiply?
1,400.
So are these equivalent? Do they have
Yes.
the same answers?
Mm-hmm.
What if, Joelle, because I hear you, what if I don't get the same answers? What happens?
And the expression is not true.
Yeah, then you did something wrong. Maybe you put the part and the whole in the wrong spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys see a question like this, I want you to get in the habit of after you do the butterfly method, I want you to cross multiply and check the work. Okay? So I'm going to write this, check work. Cross multiply. Don't worry, I don't know why it says eggs over there. Cross multiply to make sure that the fractions are the same number, are equivalent, I should say. That sounds better, right? If they're equivalent, then you did it correctly. Jamie and Flavia, wow. Jamie, Flavia, 9:34, okay? Does anyone have any questions? Because we're going to proceed on. Okay, are we good? Somebody talk to me. Alberry, muy bien?
I'm
Yes.
good.
Okay, Alberry, you're going to Alberry, leer la problema número 7, por favor. Alberry, can you read number 7?
For a recipe, Angie uses 3 cups of sugar for every 4 cups of flour. Which table of variables shows equivalent ratios for this receipt?
Okay, so what are we gonna do here, Alberry? We have to make what? We have to make our own table, right? Alberry, you with me? This is C. I'm gonna say S for sugar and F for flour. Alberry, if I have 3 sugar, how much flour do I have?
4.
4. Okay, that's for the first batch of cookies, right? Or whatever she's making, whatever Angie's making. Now, if I double 3, what would I get? 3 times, good. And if I double 4, what do I get?
8.
Okay, let's keep going. We got to find a table that matches our work. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I know there's a little noise, and I'm okay with that. I get it. We're going to stop at 12. Add 3 more. What do you get now? Somebody help him.
9.
4, 8. What will come next? Find
12. It's
Good.
12.
3, 6, 9.
12. And then the next one for flour is going to be 16.
Okay, so now we created our own equivalent table, our equivalent ratios. Let's look at it. S again was for sugar. So remember that. S was the sugar. S we said was the sugar. Okay? And we said that the F was the flour on our paper. So now let's look at A. Does A make sense? 3 for 4, is that true?
No.
This is true for this one, but these are not. You see that? 6 is 8. This says 7, so it's automatically wrong. So A is wrong. Let's look at B. 3 and 4, is that what that paper says?
Yes.
Yes, so that's correct.
Yes.
8, 9, 12?
B.
Yeah, and 12, 16. You pick B as in boy. Does everyone see that? Clearly, we know that these are not right because they have to match. The 3/4 matches, but the other numbers do not. So C is wrong and D is wrong. Any questions on that? Type yes if you understand this so far. Type yes in the chat if you understand this.
Yeah.
I need it to everybody. Please don't send me a private message. Just type it to everybody so I could see it, please. Thanks. All right, let's move on to number 8. We did this problem yesterday, but it looks like we're going to do this one again. So I think Abigail, you're on here, Abigail? Abigail, can you read this problem and see if you can tackle it?
It has a total of 3/4 pound of trail mix. The teacher puts 12 pounds of trail mix in each workstation. The teacher sets up an equal number of workstations in each of the classrooms. How many workstations does the teacher set up in each classroom?
So when we're dividing fractions, what strategy do we use? Somebody.
Keep, change, flip.
Thank you. Leanna. Maybe because I know Abigail's internet's cutting out. Abigail, do me a favor. Type your responses in the chat. You'll get credit. Okay, KCF. Okay, let's do the next one. What fraction do we keep? What's the
3,
first?
4. 3, 4.
Thank you, Leanna Sanchez. You're going to get the kickboard points. Why is this like acting up? It's not letting me. Wow. You see that? It won't let me type on here. This is messed up. Oh, wow. Okay. 3/4. Which fraction are we going to flip?
1/12.
And how do you know that?
Because since we have to keep 3/4, there's another fraction in the problem, and we need to change it. So we need to flip it and able to get our answer, which is 1/12.
Okay. So now we're going to keep the 3/4, right? So I'm going to use black. What happens now to the multiplication sign?
You just said you mean the division sign.
Yeah, sorry.
The division sign turns into a multiplication sign.
Thank you for your correction. Someone's alert this morning. And what happens to the 1/12? What's the reciprocal? Which means when I flip it, what do I get?
12
Some
over
over.
1.
12 over 1. Are we done?
No.
What do we have to do now?
We have to multiply the numerators and the denominators together. So 3 times 12 equals 36, and 4 times 1 equals 4.
Is that the answer, 36 over 4?
No, we're not done. We have to divide now. So 36 divided by 4 equals 9.
Are we done? Or we have to go back and answer the last question, which is this one?
We have to go back and answer the last question. So now what we have to do is we have to divide 9 divided by 3. And
Why?
your answer is, wait, can you move up the question a little bit, please? Because
Sure.
I can't see. We have to divide 9 divided by 3 because it says the teacher sets up an equal number of workstations in each of three of the classrooms. So that tells us that we have to divide. And our answer is there are 3 workstations in each class.
Thank you. You see what she did? The word each means division. Liana Sanchez, I'm very proud of you, kiddo. You will see a question like this on Thursday. I'm telling you, if you take these notes and write these notes down, because you're going to have to submit them to prove to me that you took notes, because being here is great, but I need to see the note taking. Because if you were in school, you would have to take notes with me on Saturday. Anyone have any questions? Okay, let's move on. Number 9, another dividing fractions. We did a question like this yesterday. It had almond milk. Who would like to tackle this one?
Can I?
Sure. Who's that? Nia?
Yeah, Nehemiah.
Yeah, Nia.
So 1 gallon equals 128 ounces, which equals 16 cups.
Okay, good. Now read the problem.
A recipe uses 2 1/2 cups of goat milk to make 10 servings. If the same amount of goat milk is used for each serving, how many servings can be made using 1 gallon of goat milk? Okay, create a proportion with labels.
All right, so I
Wait,
know
is it goat milk or oat milk?
oat milk is just another kind of milk. It's for like people that like it doesn't have dairy in it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's another kind of milk.
So number 2 is create a portion table.
Yep. Good. Let's do it. We're trying to run out of time. What do we have here? We're going to have oat milk, OM over what? Oat milk over
Servings,
OM.
which
Oh, good. Fill it in. Fill it in. Go ahead. You got this.
okay. So it will be 2 1/2
Uh-huh. Okay.
over 10,
Okay.
and then it will be
How many cups are in a gallon? That's what
16.
So 16 over, do you know the serving?
Yeah, 10.
We don't. And the second problem, we know for 2.5, 10 servings, right? First question goes with the first side. Then the next question says 1 gallon of oat milk is how many cups, right? I mean, how many cups?
So
Right, so now
2.
solve it. How do you do it? What method do you use?
We use division. No, butterfly method. Method.
Yep.
16 times 10 is 160.
Okay.
And I don't know the serving for 16 over the serving. So it will be 160 divided by 2.5.
Okay. So what is that?
it equals 64.
64 what?
64
What is that question mark?
the servings. 64. There are 64
Servings in 1 gallon of
oat milk.
Yep. Does everyone see that? It's the same concept as yesterday. We just changed the fraction. Remember that you have to know that 1/2, guys, you have to convert, right? Forgot to write that down. You have to convert 1/2 to a decimal because you can't really multiply fractions, right? That's what 1/2 is equal to. 2.5 is the same as 2 and 1/2. Yes? Think about everything as money, right? Okay, let's see what we got. I think that's it. Well, that was it. 9 problems.
I'm not done.
You're not done. Okay. What you're going to do now, the independent practice is open, or the exit ticket. I want you to do that. We just went over everything. So if your notes match, you should get a 100 on this exit ticket. Are we done, Nia?
Almost.
Almost? Okay. Type in the chat when you're done. I want you to do the independent practice. You're going to type your class you're in. You're going to rate yourself on a scale of, you're going to tell me how many points you think you got out of 15 today. Okay, each question is different point values. There's only like few, I think there's like 4 or 5 questions for you to do.
Miss Canella, I'm on my phone, so when I'm gonna do the exit ticket right now, like the independent or whatever, my camera's gonna go off.
No problem. Thanks for telling me. All right, guys. So now you can always go back to this because the work is there. So now when you click here on your Saturday school exit ticket, I'm not doing it with you. You have 13 minutes to do it. I just went over exactly what needs to be done. So you all should get 100. Your class, what quantity makes it true? Read the hints. Another part to whole. We just did this exact problem. So if you took notes, it should be an easy 100. We just did this question. I purposely put these in here for a reason, to see who pays attention. What is the learning target? And how many points do you think you earned out of 15 today? Does anyone have any questions about that? It is 9:47, so that gives you 13 minutes to do something that we just reviewed and turn your notes in, and then you will proceed to go to your ELA class. Sound like a plan? Also, if you did not complete your iReady, I'm giving you until 3 p.m. today to do it. Everyone received a username and password, and if it does not work, then you were told who to email. Mr. K, Mr. Merrill, the man that always raps on our Spartan News. That's the guy. He shows you what to do. Good luck. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thanks for coming. We had 47 students.